This is lesson 110, solving problems with rational numbers. In this lesson, we're going to focus on word problems that involve the use of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of fractions, decimals, and integers. On page 66 of your textbook, question 4. Kara had a savings account balance of $153 on Monday. On Tuesday, she had 6 withdrawals of $15.72 and a deposit of $235.15. What was her account balance after these transactions? We're given very important information. First of all, we are told that she has a balance of $153. That is our starting point for Kara's account. On Tuesday, the first thing that happened is that she had 6 withdrawals of $15.72. Each withdrawal was $15.72, so we need to know the total amount that she withdrew from. In order to find that, we're going to multiply 6 times negative $15.72 because that was a withdrawal and is negative. When we multiply that, we find out that she had a total withdrawal of negative $94.32. We can immediately take the 153 and subtract that $94.32 and find out that she now has a balance of $58.68. But we can't forget that also on Tuesday she had a deposit of $235.15. So because of this, we are now going to take her balance of $58.68 and add $235.15 to get her final balance. And her final balance is $293.83. Question 5. A scuba diver is swimming at the depth shown and then swims 5/10 foot toward the surface every 3 seconds. What is the location of the scuba diver relative to the surface after 15 seconds? If we look at our picture, our scuba diver is at negative 46 feet. That is at 0 seconds change. If we work through this problem like a number line, every 3 seconds, the scuba diver's distance is going to change by 5/10 of a foot. So if he travels 3 seconds up, he is going to increase his depth by 5 seconds. If he does another 3 seconds, he's going to increase his depth by another 5/10 foot. We need to do this until he has reached 15 seconds. Simple way to do this is to take our 15 seconds and divide it into groups of 3 seconds. And we find out that he is making a change to his depth 5 times. How much change? Well, we know he's increasing by 5/10 of a foot, but he's going to do that 5 times. This gives a total change of 2.5 feet. We can now take our negative 46 and increase it by the 2.5 feet and now have a distance of negative 43 and 5/10 feet. Question 6. The temperature of a cup of coffee changed by negative 54 degrees Fahrenheit over 22.5 minutes. What was the change in temperature each minute? Key piece of information here is change in temperature in each minute. Each minute means we want to find for 1 minute. So we want to take our temperature of degrees Fahrenheit and divide it by the number of minutes to find for 1 minute. Negative 54 degrees divided by 22.5 minutes. We can convert our fraction into a decimal, which would now give us the expression negative 54 divided by 22 5/10. If we do the math on this, we find that there was a change in temperature of negative 2 4/10 degrees Fahrenheit for every 1 minute of change. Question 7 on page 67 is very similar to question 5 when we just did the one about the scuba diver. Suppose there is a 1 1/10 degree Fahrenheit drop in temperature for every 1,000 feet that an airplane climbs into the sky. If the temperature on the ground is 59 7/10 degrees Fahrenheit, what will be the temperature at an altitude of 11,000 feet? The airplane is going to change by 11,000 feet. And we find out in this problem that the temperature drop occurs every 1,000 feet the airplane climbs. So if we take that 11,000 altitude and divide it into groups of 1,000, we find out we're going to make 11 changes in altitude. Now we have 1.1 degrees drop for every 1,000 feet. Yep, it is a drop, so we have a negative 1 1/10, and we're going to multiply it by the 11. That's going to give us negative 12 1/10. My temperature as I climb is going to drop negative 12 1/10 degrees Fahrenheit by the time we get to 11,000 feet. So starting with our at ground level temperature, 59 7/10, we're going to drop the temperature 12 1/10 for a final temperature of 47 6/10 degrees Fahrenheit. Question 8. A farmer sells an average of 15 3/5 bushels of corn each day. What integer represents the change in bushels of corn in his inventory after 6 days? We're looking for an integer of selling 15 3/5 bushels of corn each day. That's for 1 day. And we're trying to figure out the inventory after 6 days. To find for 1 means I have to divide. But to find for something other than 1, I need to multiply. So I'm going to take the 15 3/5 bushels that he sells each day and multiply it by 6. But if we notice, he's selling it. So his inventory, if he sells the bushels of corn, his inventory is going to go down. His change is negative. 15 3/5 is equivalent to negative 15 6/10. And we multiply this by 6, and we find that he has a change of negative 93 6/10 bushels. Or in fraction form, we have negative 93 3/5 bushels. I would like for you now to work questions 9 through 17 on page 67 through 68. I will upload the answers and how to work each problem to Canvas. If you have any questions, you need to contact me on Canvas inbox or during our video conference time at 2:15. The web link is on the front page of Canvas. I will see you then.